Stay tuned for Campbell County's premier sports talk show. It's Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLEF. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Campbell County's premier sports talk show. It's Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLEF. Stay tuned.
Opinions, positions, or strategies expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the staff, management, or advertisers of WLAF.
Welcome in to Jake Miller Sports Talk right here on WLAF, coming to you live on your TV, on your radio, on your phone, on YouTube, on Facebook this week, since Facebook would not let me be last week. But at the end of the day, Daniel, I got a target on my wallet, but like Morgan Boy, I am wallin'.
Yes.
That's what we got to be.
Yes.
That is what we got to be every single week, week in and week out. Tennessee obviously gets the big win this past weekend against UAB, and some not so surprising scores that came out of this weekend.
Views, opinions,
then a couple
position.
that were just, I don't know. What is the best way to describe a couple of the games we saw? Just, okay, that happened.
That's the thing that happened. And we go on, I guess. I mean, what else can you?
I mean, there's not much else you can say. I mean,
No.
because one of the things that you have to look at now, if you're a Tennessee fan, obviously there's not much to talk about with the Tennessee game. I mean, we dog walked UAB. We knew that was going to happen, and we didn't really put much emphasis on it last week. We're not going to spend too much time talking about it. This week, we're going to be looking ahead to Mississippi State in 2 days. And, of course, Campbell County taking on Clinton tomorrow as the Cougars get their first touchdown since Lenore City in the first half this past Friday. That was huge to carry into the next game.
It was a big deal for Campbell County to get a score right there and just get the goose egg off the board for them. You know, they were, 3 games without a score?
Yeah.
So getting a score against West is big. Carries a lot of momentum into this Clinton game. I know Campbell County and Clinton, it's a big rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Clinton. You don't like Clinton.
No, they're rude.
Yeah, nobody likes Clinton.
No.
So Clinton people like Clinton. That's about it.
I mean, that's about it. I mean, when you bring street cones and start beating street cones at a tennis match, you got problems. You got plenty of problems. But, we're going to talk about that game, more in depth. We actually got a special guest joining us here in about 15 minutes, assistant head coach Caden Poston.
Oh, good grief. Posty's going to come in here on 2 wheels wide open.
That's fine as long as he's decent. That's all that matters.
He'll be decent.
That's all that matters.
But, there's nobody in Campbell County that bleeds the orange and blue more than Posty.
No. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
We love Posty. We absolutely love him. Some other games that happened over the weekend that I want to talk about. Auburn, Oklahoma. What a game that was.
That was a good game.
That was a great game.
Looks like both quarterbacks came out of there slightly injured. Mateer for Oklahoma coming, I think it was a shoulder?
Thumb.
Yep. And then for Auburn, their quarterback was at Oklahoma last year. He came in, and I reckon he's hurt now too. So.
Yep. And there we had that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be huge coming up for Tennessee. Obviously, the Oklahoma quarterback situation, Mateer, that's got implications for the game that we have against them coming up in November. Another game that I want to talk about, and the reason I want to talk about this, these are 2 unranked teams. Mm-hmm. However, I think it has implications for Tennessee now. Syracuse absolutely walking the dog on Clemson.
I don't know.
There's no way you can describe beating somebody up one side of the field and back down the other in their own house, mind you.
I don't see how Clemson was ranked so highly to start this season.
I don't either.
Cade Klubnik's on what seems like his 10th year in college ball, even though it's only his 3rd, I believe.
Yes.
It seems like he's been there 25 years. And I just don't think that Cade's him right now for Clemson,
No.
which, there's some rumors going around about Dabo being possibly replaced. I don't see
$60 million.
I don't see how Clemson can get out of it.
Well, I'm just here to tell you right now, if you pay that buyout, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
If you pay that buyout to Dabo Swinney for $60 million, you need to be eating rice and beans until you get your own mess cleaned up.
All right, Coach. But, there's, rumor mill swirling all over the place.
It is. Now you got to think this would make the 4th.
Mike Gundy's gone.
Mike Gundy is officially out at Oklahoma State.
Which, I was a huge Mike Gundy fan.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40. It's a meme, but he stood up for his players.
He did.
And always has. He's not going to throw his players under the bus, which I'll give Coach Gundy that. He has never thrown any of his players under the bus. He has that old school head coach mindset of, I'm the leader of this ship.
Right.
Place the blame on me. And, you've got to appreciate that. He's been there 22 years, I think is what I saw.
Maybe as an assistant and a head coach. He was the head coach since 2005, so right at 20 years.
Yeah, and I think he was there for 2 years as a assistant coach.
I think he was. And, of course, something else taken into account, he was actually the quarterback at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, so it's a legacy. He was a legacy coach.
Right. That's of course, he played Tennessee twice to get a raise. We can all call that like it is. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that you have to look at in that situation is he already had his New York Yankees job.
Yeah.
That was the job he wanted. That is his dream job. It's where he played. That was home to him.
Yeah.
But everyone's sitting here making excuses for him at the time. It's like, well, yeah, I'm the coach of the Yankees, but now I got a chance to go coach the Dodgers, or I've got a chance to go coach, the Braves. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, no, that's not how it works. But
that'd be like Philip Fulmer leaving Tennessee to go coach at I don't know,
Florida.
No, he wouldn't. I'm talking like a lower tier.
Oh, lower Vanderbilt.
Pretty much. Because at the time,
I'll say it.
I mean, Tennessee.
MTSU. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a better comparison, I believe, is Philip Fulmer going to coach into MTSU.
Yes, a football team that is now no longer operating at a deficit, thank the good Lord. But another game I wanted to touch on was Illinois-Indiana. I did not.
Holy Moses. What
63-10, number 19 Indiana beats number 9 Illinois. I did not see that coming at all.
I didn't either. You know, we were talking about a little bit before, or we were talking last Thursday about some games coming up, and I thought the game would be close. And I don't know. Illinois came out just – I don't know if I've ever seen a team come out that flat.
No.
They just couldn't get anything going. And what surprises me is Tennessee said at 15 – this is what, the third straight week we've been at 15?
Mm-hmm.
Bump us up one spot at least. Like, give us up to 14 because UAB, they're not the best team, but they've got a ton of talent. I mean, they've got John Kitna as quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know the Kitna name,
You know who his dad is.
you know who his dad is. You've got Trent Dilfer as the head coach. You know what Trent Dilfer did. So there's all kinds of
Probably one of the better quarterbacks of the NFL in the 90s and early 2000s.
yeah. I mean, so there's all kinds of talent at UAB. So it's not like we're going in and playing Georgia State or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it being 24-10 or something. It wasn't even a close game Saturday.
No.
And so it's kind of hard to see Tennessee staying at 15. Now, if we go into Starkville and just stomp the mudwater out of Mississippi State,
Yeah. Who has looked good.
who has looked good, their quarterback is undeniable. He breaks contain a lot, and he can move. But Tennessee's defensive edges are fast. Mm-hmm. They can get depth without going off the ledge. They can read, react. Tennessee's offensive line's getting back a huge piece, hopefully, this week.
There's so much that I could say about that. And if he's actually injured, that's one deal. Mm-hmm. But I've got issues.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he plays. I think it would be a big addition to our team. But you and I both know how stuff goes on the backside.
Oh, it does.
And while we're
And
talking
it
about
goes.
Tennessee, we were talking about this a little bit before we went live. Gerard McCoy. Mm-hmm. A lot of draft analysts have him going at 8th in this year's upcoming draft.
How?
He's not played a single down this season for Tennessee. And all of last year and the year before that, you know who was getting burnt a majority of the time?
Yep.
Gerard McCoy. Mm-hmm. So somewhere somebody has seen something that us Tennessee fans just have not seen.
Well, and I'm going to make this comparison, and this might not be a fair comparison, but I'm going to make it anyway. So let's go back to 2009, after the Peach Bowl. We knew Eric Berry was gone.
Yep.
There was another junior in that class that was also in that secondary. You remember the name Dennis Rogan?
Yes.
So you had 14 and 41. Mm-hmm. Your strong safety, your free safety. All of a sudden, we get word that Dennis Rogan is declaring for the NFL draft, and everyone's like, why? Why is this guy, of all people, declaring for the draft? He should not be anywhere near this. What happened? He went undrafted.
Undrafted.
You know what he's doing now?
Probably back over in Fulton.
I don't know where he is.
That's where he was from Fulton.
I have no idea what happened to the guy.
I believe.
I hope he's doing well.
I would say he's probably back over in the Fulton area, truth be told. But it's, I don't know. You know, I went to this past week's game. Thank you.
Got you.
And Jake was talking last week about Neyland being a totally different experience now, and it is. Mm-hmm. It's a totally different experience at Neyland now. The stadium itself was super clean, which surprised me. I mean,
I don't like that.
See, you like the rowdy, and I mean, as a family guy now, as a dad, I'm like going, yeah, this is better to get kids and stuff in to watch the game. But
was there troughs?
There is in the south end zone, yes.
Good. Okay, that's where I'll be.
I got really excited about the troughs.
But as far as like just being Neyland loud,
It's not.
it's not.
No.
Like it just does not hit the same. It's nowhere near as And I know that against Georgia, that they were saying they had a thing that said it was like having a magnitude 3 earthquake.
No.
I don't know. Honestly, it didn't get loud, like an uncomfortable level of loud.
Well, and here's the thing, with the Georgia game, if I can still hear myself screaming, it's not loud enough. When I can't hear myself screaming, and I can get pretty loud, you all have seen me get loud.
Yeah.
And if I can't hear myself, it's loud.
Yeah.
There was not one point in that game which I could not hear myself.
Like my watch wasn't even telling me I was at a
Dangerous sound level.
a 90 decibel level.
See,
It
mine
didn't
does that
once.
every day on the way to work.
Oh, mine does too. Mine did it on the way into here with my radio. It's like, okay, this is comfortable. It's not even that bad, but it didn't even say anything.
No. And that's just, one of those things like we talked about a couple weeks ago, like you're pricing out the common fan with what we're doing over there. I mean,
Yeah.
for example, TCU is playing Baylor on October 18th, the same day that we play Alabama down in Tuscaloosa. You look at a price to the Tennessee-Alabama game, you're not getting into that game for less than $500.
No.
You know what you can pay to have good seats at the TCU-Baylor game?
Probably like 300-400.
$80 a ticket.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
$80. And it's a nice
You
little
got to
stadium.
think. You got to ask yourself though if it's a SEC thing, or if ACC tickets could possibly reach there, or the Pac-10, Pac-12, whatever it is now that's out on the West Coast.
The Pac-2.
Yeah, the Pac-2. It kind of makes you wonder if it's just the SEC trying to get money as well. Which, I mean, SEC is already the richest of the conferences.
Yeah,
that
until
we
the
see.
Big Ten takes over.
Until the Big Ten takes over.
Yeah. And, I don't know if it's just a Tennessee thing because I'm a member on a website called VetTix. If you're a veteran, I encourage you to check it out. But basically what it is, it's a website in which you can donate tickets. If you're not going to go or you have extras and you want to get them in the hands of a veteran, you get a tax write-off for it, obviously. But veterans can get on there and claim those tickets.
That's cool.
There are tickets to Alabama games on there. There are tickets to Clemson games on there. Virginia Tech, Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got a lot on there. MTSU, like literally every other school except for Tennessee.
And it makes you wonder if Tennessee's that big of a pull or if what's going on. I mean, I love Tennessee. Don't get me wrong. I know
do.
you love Tennessee.
It's because we're crazy.
Is it just because we're crazy?
Yes, that is exactly what it is, because we're crazy. I'm crazy. You're crazy. Matthew's crazy. Everybody
yeah.
in this fan base is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, to a degree, we are crazy. To put up with what we have put up with,
For so long.
right, you're crazy.
But now you've got to look at teams like Alabama that are going in my opinion, into what Tennessee went into in the 2010s.
It is a slow fade into it.
Yep. So
But once you're there, you're there.
Yeah, once you're stuck in it, you're stuck in it. Anyways, Jake, pivoting a little bit. Folks, I know last week we said that we would be at the Egg Bowl. Mm-hmm. Weather had different opinions. It's beautiful outside now, but we didn't want to take a chance.
No, I was not about to get up on a metal roof. And
Yeah.
with the potential of lightning.
Yeah, no, that was not so
Could you imagine that call? You calling Darlene, me calling Missy. Hey, need y'all come get us. Wow, what's going on? Well, you have crispy bacon and you have extra crispy
extra
bacon.
crispy.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where y'all at? La Follette ER.
My goodness. That would have been a disaster. I hate that we didn't get to go out and cover the game and whatnot. But, there's other plans in the works, and we look forward to bringing you those when we get to that point. One more game I want to touch on before we head to break. And this one, I was not shocked, but I was like, okay, this is a really good football game.
Let's hear it.
Michigan, Nebraska last week.
Yeah. So I'll say it. Mm-hmm. I already don't like the Nebraska quarterback.
You don't like Raiola?
No.
Why is that?
He's not his own person.
He's not. He's trying to be.
He's trying too hard to be Patty Mahomes.
He is trying way too hard. And I said one more game. I lied. My bad.
And Michigan with Underwood back there. Mm-hmm. My sister's husband, his stepdad is a huge Michigan fan. And just to hear, we get so used to hearing Tennessee fans talk, or the rare Georgia fan, or the awful Ohio State fans. But you never hear much about a Michigan fan down south here.
No, but the ones that I have talked to, I can tolerate.
Yeah. And
I actually like them. They're good people.
Hearing him talk about Michigan, though, it's like, okay, they know that they're not going to win it all this year.
Right.
They know that they've got the potential in Underwood at quarterback position to be great. I mean, granted, this team just won a national championship 2 years ago. But Michigan fans are high on Underwood right now, and for good reason.
Very much so.
So I'm anxious to see what Michigan can do. But the Michigan-Nebraska game last week was something else.
Got one more game we want to talk about from last week, and we're going to break.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Jake and his U of M.
Hey, don't hate on the U.
Listen, I've said it once, I'll say it again. I was not a fan of Ice Age.
Turnover chain.
I was not a fan of Ice Age, and Carson Beck looks like the dude off of Ice Age.
See Big Homie get the fumble?
Yeah.
He want that turnover chain. See Big Homie get the pick, though? He want that turnover chain. That's my favorite song. I play it every morning on my way to work, actually.
Good grief.
Miami getting the big win over Florida, 26-7. Florida.
But Billy Napier got that extension. Give him the money. Let him stay. Let him stay.
And then what are you going to do when Lane Kiffin takes that job?
Cry.
Because one of your favorite coaches is now there?
I love Lane.
I do, too. I love Bruce Pearl, who's now retired.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that with Posty.
Talk about that. Yeah, get Posty to talk about Bruce Pearl.
Oh, this is about to be fun. This is about to be a full-blown argument here in just a few minutes. Stay with us. When we return, Caden Poston joins the show. Stay locked in right here on WLAF.
At Grace Rehab, we have one goal in mind: to improve your quality of life. We provide physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages. Grace's therapy and treatment plans are individualized for each patient.
Well, my doctor didn't think I would be to this point at this time, and I wouldn't have been had it not been for the rehab center here at Grace.
Oh, I like all the people that's here, and they've been real nice, and I've had a ton of fun with them.
Grace Rehab, we want to help you feel your best.
Hi, my name is Amanda Pemberton. I'm a lifelong Campbell County native, former Lady Cougar. I'm a personal lines agent here at Gray Insurance. I would love to help you out with all your home, auto, life insurance, and health needs. We're an independent agency, so we can offer you a wide variety of companies. Come see me and I'll be glad to help you with all your insurance needs. Thanks.
I'm Daniel Dagley, and it's that time of year again. Come see us at Gray Insurance for all your health care needs.
If you're looking for quality at bargain prices, look no further than Hammers in Clinton. Family owned and operated, Hammers is there to help you stretch that dollar. Need jeans? Hammers has them. Need boots? Hammers has those. Need something orange for game day? Hammers has that as well. And don't forget to check out their home decor. When you visit Hammers in Clinton, you save money and time with a one-stop shop. And don't forget that RC and moon pie before you leave. Hammers, off the Clinton exit, just past Community Trust Bank. Easy to find, easy to shop.
Need tires and alignment?
How about an oil changer, maybe brake work? Whatever your car, truck, or SUV needs, the folks at Hensley Tire and Service are ready to help you. When it comes to your vehicle, come to Hensley's Tire and Service. You'll find us in La Follette, where Indiana meets Beach. For your next set of tires or service needs, call Hensley Tire and Service, 423-563-8473.
Go Cougars! Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
I'm Bailey Ball. Come see my dad, Billy, at La Follette Mine Supply. Hey, he's my dad too. Come see our dad. For septic tanks, PVC pipe, septic chambers, and rebar. Be sure and ask about our low prices on Tractor Ag Fluid, Def Fluid, and Rotella T4 motor oil. What's that? No kids zone? You can read?
Back. Jake Miller, Sports Talk, WLAF. You know, if someone reported us on Facebook last week, I want to know who it was. I want to go give them some what fors.
Let's go talk to Mark Zuckerberg. I think we can get past like all 35 layers of security and get into the compound that he's building out in California.
I mean, they're so weak. All you have to do is breathe on them and gone.
I guess.
Gone. Pleased to be joined by assistant basketball coach Caden Poston. Caden.
Hey, how's it going, guys? You doing all right?
Man, we are fantastic. You know, basketball workout started today, so we're very excited. You know, just look forward to basketball season as you guys have Oliver Springs and a team, the football team played.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, we've been doing open gym workouts where anybody can come in and, you know, let us see what they got and see like a tryout kind of, and just open gym. But we've been working out with them. Workouts have been going well. I think our kids are getting stronger. I think they're getting stronger physically and mentally. You know, we're doing some like separating them 4-4 and, you know, implementing just a little bit what we're going to plan to do this year for our offense and just working on a few things just to get better. And we're seeing some growth, and I'm very excited for this team this year. We're going to be a young team, no seniors, unless a senior comes and tries out for us. And so that's a good thing, you know, for us to grow, be able to grow and see some seniors succeed next year.
Yeah, that's one of the things, you know, we talk about how the football team's building. Well, the basketball team is building as well. And of course, Campbell County coming off a 17-15 season last year, 5-5 in district play. So what are some of the things that you have seen? You know, obviously you've only had one workout, but, you know, obviously there's some things that you have seen in which you can say, okay, well, we've got something here. This is how we can run the offense, or this is who we can run our offense through. You know, kind of give somebody that, you know, I hate to use this term, but the Zakai Ziegler role, for example.
Well, you know, we got our, you know, what I can call our leaders is Jake and Will Crowley. Will Crowley and Jake Hatmaker will be our two leaders this year. I think they're going to have to play well for us every single night. They're the ones that.
As we get the headsets moved around here, having some microphone.
Well, we've had a couple more than just one workout.
Yeah.
But Jake Hatmaker and Will Crowley, you know, they're going to be our two, I guess, the main guys have taken over with Gavin Cox and Luke Browning from last year. You know, those two guys were very special.
Luke knew how to throw it down.
You know, without them, you know, it's just they were special for our team, and they were two leaders. But our two leaders, I think, are Jake and Will. You know, that's not the only two guys that we have on this team that's very special. We got, you know, Hunter Dotson. He's going to be a great player for us. You know, we got some younger guys, Caden Heavily. You know, just different guys that I think that it's going to fit well with the scheme that we're going to try to do this year. They're very specialist program, and I've seen some very much growth in each and every one of them, and I'm excited to see how they're going to do in this offseason as we continue in.
Talking to Caden Poston, assistant coach for the Campbell County Cougars. And, Caden, when you walked through the door, you said something to me, and I need you to repeat that right into that camera.
What is that?
Well, you were talking about, what you were as far as the coach goes.
Oh, I'm the best-looking coach on the staff, and everybody knows that. Yeah. Even Brandon knows that.
I think you call Brandon something else, though. But
he don't want to repeat it.
Those words will not be repeated over these airways. I mean, that is one of those deals.
I didn't call him ugly. I just told him, he's not very good.
No.
I did call him ugly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
No, I'm just kidding. I love Brandon.
There ain't nothing better than a line preacher.
Caden. Golly. But Caden, one of the reasons we wanted to bring you in too is, we feel like you embody what it means to be a graduate of the high school, to be, a person that grew up in this county, someone that loves their county, someone that loves their school. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that you have done is you are putting back in what you got out of it. That's something that we don't necessarily see a lot of, but you have made it an effort to put back into Campbell County High School what you got out of it.
Absolutely. Well, started as a younger age. Papa became a director of schools here for Campbell County Schools. Mm-hmm. And I went into Valley View as a first grader and had Miss Kyra Heron, and I grew from there. Mm-hmm. Later on, would play basketball for Valley View School, and ever since then, it's just like I'm all in for Campbell County Schools. Mm-hmm. And eventually won a basketball championship my 5th grade year, which really meant something, to have that for that school, for that community of that part of the valley.
Because that's something that probably wasn't done since probably Chris Arnold was the coach up there.
Yeah, and we won every game but one, so it meant something. We had some great talent on that team. But later on, played for middle school for 2 years. Didn't play my 8th grade year. Wish I would have, but that's just one thing I learned from, and got held back my 8th grade year for. Just felt like I needed to, and met some great friends, grew some relationships. But little did I know that God was working through that. Going through my homeschool my freshman year was COVID year, so we stayed home, precautions stay. Mm-hmm. Come back my sophomore year. But my senior year, I asked Ernie Mac if I could help him be a manager on the basketball team.
Right.
I didn't try out. I just didn't, felt like I, feel led to try out. It wasn't nothing against basketball. You just wasn't what I needed to do,
right.
And my senior year. And, ever since then, I just grew into loving basketball even more. But I love Campbell County Schools. I think that, we have one of the best schools in the country. I think that we have people that love the kids and that wants to see them grow. But there's nothing like Ernie Mac and Braden Clausen. They are everything to me. They are family. And
Brandon knows me a hat, by the way.
I'll get that hat. But
I need a hat too, then, Posty.
I'll get you. I'll try my best.
You'll try. You've been to my house.
I will. But just going into that and just them just loving on me and doing. They've done so much that I can't even count how many times of what they've done for me. And but this, not just them, it's this community is stand behind me and supported me as I've grew up over the years, and Justin and Matt made a saying, all in, mm-hmm. and I'm all in for Campbell County, and I will be, no matter what happens throughout my life, and but I'm all in for this basketball program, and I'll do what it takes to see my kids grow and see my kids get wins on that floor, and if it's just motivating, if it's just giving post-game speeches, if that's just high-fiving them, whatever it takes, I'm going to do, and I'm going to do the best I can for not just my kids, but for my coaches that I work for. Coach Arnold, Coach Clausen, both of the Clausens, and, if this is what I can do to give back, I will, and I'm all in for it.
Absolutely. And, you have two things up on me in this situation. My elementary school, well, both of my elementary schools actually no longer exist.
Yeah.
They consolidated. So you at least still have your alma mater for elementary school.
I don't. Mine got tore down.
Where did you go?
Caryville.
You still have it.
You still got Caryville?
No, we don't. It's tore down.
It's upgraded.
They put a dialysis center and a playground where my school used to be.
Well, it's big now. It's bigger.
They put a dialysis.
And they're good at basketball. So And Jacksboro. Jacksboro's Valley Views too, though.
They put a dialysis center and a playground.
That's just how old he is. He's showing his age, Jake. He's older than both of us combined.
That's not true.
Well, Jake, I'm trying to make you young.
Well, we've tried.
There is no reversing time, Posty.
Yeah.
No, and it's funny because, I'll go to work and people are like, how old are you? Like 24, 25? I'm like, I'm 30. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. Well, then you wake up and you start moving around after you played sports, but in the military, things start popping. Things start cracking. And it's not a fun experience. So you got that coming to you here in about, what?
I'm 20 now, so I've got about 10 more years. Yep.
Yeah, you'll wake up, you're 30, and then your back's going to pop, and it's going to be like, okay, yeah, I got to call in today.
You'll be going down here to refuel IV, like what I have to. I get an IV every 2 weeks. Shout out Refuel IV. Timmy, y'all are awesome.
They are awesome. Love Timmy.
Yes, go down to Refuel IV. They've got a chiropractor. Get you set up. And then massage chairs they got.
I love massage chairs.
Now listen.
You know what else they got?
We
They got
need one
cold
for the
lunch.
coach's office. Brandon, will you get one?
Listen, they've got a massage chair down there at Refuel. You lay down into it, and you just go to sleep. It just puts you flat to sleep.
Telling you.
Man, I need to get down there.
Especially, I need that because, once we get into, actual practice, after open gym and tryouts and stuff, and then when we get in that season, and when it's go, 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 that's when you need one, man.
Oh, I can tell you, basketball season's rough.
It is.
It's hard on your knees.
It's really hard.
I covered it last year, and man, there's nights where you're just like, do I have to go to this?
Yes.
It's just but I love it because it's it goes by quick. It starts going by quick.
It's 30 games, but you're playing 2 or 3 games a week, and it just.
And then once you get into Thanksgiving, Christmas tournament, there might be games on the weekends. So it goes back pretty quick. But I love it.
And we're looking forward to that. Now, Caden, one of the things that if you listen to the show enough, I'm a big uniform guy.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about what we got coming up for the basketball team.
Well, we got, we had brand new uniforms last year, brand new whites and brand new blues. We'll still have those this year, but this year we will be having dark mode uniforms. Very excited about that. That are pretty nice, very nice. They are, something that I think Jake requested them of last year. He's like, can we get some black uniforms? And so we surprised them, and they got them. They were very excited in the locker room when we showed those to them.
Well, you know who used to design these things for a living, right?
You.
I did.
One Jake Miller.
Jake Miller.
That's right. So one of the things, and once we'll get Matthew back in here, we're gonna show you some mock-ups that I've done because there was some rumors going around. It's like, well, what if the football team were to do something new? What if they were to do something different? It's like, okay, well, we talk about new, but one of the things that I like, and I really love doing this, it's like you find a uniform of the present and you find a legendary uniform like the one you think of like during football in its golden years, like the late 90s, early 2000s, and you put a modern twist on an old tradition. So one of the things that I did, I got creative today. I got very creative. So this is one that I designed.
I like that one. I love that one.
If we can pause the screen right here, Matthew. So what we've done is we've taken the Cougar script that you would see basically on the old helmet, like the 90s football helmets, when we were basically copying the Florida helmet. Cougar script, put the paw on the right chest, the Under Armour logo right there. Obviously, Under Armour, we don't know if it would be branded or not.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I wanted to do, but it would not allow me to do it in the system, is take the full block numbers and italicize them a little bit. Kind of give it that Colorado or Miami Heat look, and then do the diamond fade on the shoulders as like a dark mode Campbell County
I
unit.
love that. I think Campbell County, I don't know how old I was, but I think they had black uniforms at one time.
They did at some point.
So they first introduced them, Matt and Justin did in 2011 when we played Anderson County at home. That was the first time that we had brought them out.
Didn't they warm up in something and then they went and changed, kind of like Tennessee did that one year?
Yeah, we pulled a Lane Kiffin essentially.
That's what I thought.
And Matthew, pull up the orange jersey really quick. So this is another one that I designed and basically did the same style, but do the traditional 3 stripes on the side, do the Cougar script with the paw and the black. So something else I did back in the 90s, and they do it now, but they do it with like the goofy Nike Florida font that I don't like. But take the full block, do a white number, do the jersey color as the first layer of the outline, and then do your alternate as the second one.
Oh, I like that.
Now, the next one we're going to show you is actually my favorite one that I did. Let's go ahead and pull that one up, Matthew. So I think if we could do this as like the primary home, that right there, that would be sweet.
Oh, that. That kind of, if I'm not mistaken, the Little League Cougars had something like that.
That's something similar to it,
Like
yeah.
kind of like the same kind of like color design type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like those too. When I seen when I played, they had something like that.
See, that really gives that Spurrier-esque
Yeah, it really does.
vibe to it.
I like that, and I love the orange outline on the Cougars. I really like that.
And then let's go on and do the white uniform, Matthew. And this would be the standard away.
Why? Now they had something like that a few years ago.
Yeah, and it was with the Spartan font, I do
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
See, and I love the Spartan font. And that would probably, honestly, you could almost put that in play here.
See, what I like about all of these is you can actually see the numbers. I think Campbell County had grays that they wore.
Yeah, they were the numbers. They were really nice.
They were
but
very
the numbers were really
difficult
hard
to see the numbers.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember those.
So that's like it reminds me of a uniform that we had at La Follette. It was obviously an orange jersey, and it was black numbers, but with an orange outline at first and then a black one, and you could not read the numbers. It was terrible. I never will forget in the press box. They were sitting there, and it's like, what number is that? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I forgot who it was. They slammed the desk. They were like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to start guessing.
That's
and
so
if I get it right, I get it right. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. Matthew, thank you for putting those up there on the screen. So one of the things is, guys, Campbell County has the money for these uniforms. Guess what? It's in your pocket. Right now, the football players are giving away selling tickets to a pancake breakfast on October 4th from 8 to 11 a.m. at the high school in the Commons, I do believe. Is that correct, Kate?
Yes, sir. It'll be like you said, October 4th from 8 to 11 in the Commons. They had it last year. I think it went pretty well last year, so very excited.
I
about
love
that.
pancakes.
Oh, I did too. I'm
And see,
going.
this ties back into what we were talking about a little bit last week too, about the community getting out and
Support the
supporting the team. Posty, I don't know if you've seen any of that last week, but I went on a pretty good long rant for a little while about how much it takes to fund these high school athletics and what it takes. And we had a guest, I guess, let Jake know, or had somebody, Jake, and said it was like $1,000 for a helmet or something like that.
Yeah, the Vices.
The Vices.
It's $1,000.
It's a $1,000 helmet.
Oh yeah, because ain't that the one Hendon Hooker wore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are like the most concussive proof. I'll put in, but they're the considered the safest one.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have to buy new shoulder pads. Well, that's an extra $500.
Yep.
Well, then, Caden, you've seen the price of uniforms. I mean, they are not cheap.
No, they are. That's why you don't buy them a lot. Like it's
Right.
every 3 to 4 years, maybe 5.
And then
before you buy a brand new uniform.
See, my thought is when I watch a basketball team, call me old school, especially a high school team sport. I like seeing all of the players have matching shoes, matching socks, and their jersey match. Like that, something about it just resonates with me.
See, I'm not about that because when I was in 6th grade, everybody wanted the Converse D-Wades. They were terrible.
Okay, well, you let them use them for a year, and sorry, it's what everybody voted on.
It messed up my shot.
Oh, really?
I couldn't run.
Well, one thing we do.
They didn't fit because at that point I hadn't fully entered a men's size shoe, so they tried to do the equivalent with a women's shoe. Well, that didn't fit. Well, it's too late to send them back and get others, so I just had to deal with it.
I can imagine Jake out there running around in a women's shoe.
That'd be so funny.
Out there in a kid size 11.
It was a 6.5.
That's an insult.
I've not worn a 6.5 since I was probably in 3rd grade.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, man, we got Shaq over here. Golly.
Probably shoots free throws like Shaq too.
I love how the show has turned into make fun of Jake Miller Sports Talk.
It is.
That's what we fall into. It's a safe spot. It's a safe space.
Well, Caden, we were talking last week, too. You know, it doesn't matter what I do. If I say something funny, everybody laughs. If I get upset, everybody laughs. If I get mad, everybody laughs.
It's pretty funny. We love you, Jay, though. I love you, Jay.
He just turns a different shade of red.
Yep.
So I go from one red to the other shade.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes.
It's all right, Jake.
Sometimes it just be like that. I could fall down the hill outside after we get done with the show. Like, all right, guys, I'm just going to go over here and throw this rock down the hill, slip, fall down the hill. I'm going to be sitting there just mangled. Like just laying on the ground.
Can you please do that?
No, I won't do that, man.
Me and Matthew just be standing up here just horse laughing.
I'd try to go help him, maybe.
Well, then they'd be laughing at you. No, actually, no, they'd feel sorry for you. Come and get you. Leave it down there. Daniel, turn around, point back, and laugh like, ah.
That's so funny.
And then they'd come and get me and take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
After about an hour.
After about an hour.
Yeah.
Just sitting out there, broken legs, broken back, broken knees, broken ACLs.
Call Lexi for you. Hey, he's
We'll
laid
get our
up. You might need to make the trip to Campbell County.
We'll get our trainer, Rachel. She's close. She's at the high school right now. The girls are playing soccer, so.
She'd probably even come and laugh.
Yes, she would.
Folks, sometimes it just be like that. Caden, thank you so much for stopping in, man.
Oh,
Can't wait to talk to you soon.
All right.
Stay with us. More Jake Miller Sports Talk on the way.
Appreciate it.
At Alco Builders and Realty, we have agents that know the area, that are experts in the local market. It's very important in real estate to have someone on your team that understands the market. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
For more than 5 decades, one name has delivered excellence in paving: Boshears. Boshears Paving. From the perfect finish of your home driveway to commercial parking lots to roads for a new subdivision, Boshears Paving handles all types of paving projects. Boshears Paving protects your investment, enhances curb appeal with expert seal coating and precise professional striping. Unmatched quality, reliability, and service you can trust. No matter your paving needs, Boshears Paving is your solution. Call them today, 423-562-2162.
Hi, this is Kim from Bird Screen Printing. You need custom shirts, signs, or banners? Whether it's for school, business, or special event, we've got you covered. We're local, friendly, and ready to help turn your dreams into a reality. Fast, reliable service from folks you know and trust. Come see us at Bird Screen Printing. Let's get your next project started.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, CNO Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from CNO Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from 1 piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. CNO Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and CNL is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at CNL Metal.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's second generation of owning and operating CNC. As Bobby says, we hold your dreams, the concrete to your dream home. CNC Concrete, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by.
When it comes to a personal loan, the person you talk to makes a difference. At Community Trust Bank, our loan specialists understand whether you're consolidating debt, covering expenses, making an amazing purchase, or planning that dream vacation. Your reasons are personal. That's why we offer flexible payment options and competitive rates to help make it happen. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Chris Malone at Doyle's Tire Shop. We invite you to buy the new and used tires and friendly service. We're doing our best to continue the legacy of Doyle's Tire Shop. Come see us on the 4-lane next to Eagle Tire Pro, right between La Follette and Jacksboro. Doyle's Tire Shop. The tradition continues.
E.E. Hill & Son Insurance.
You know, the insurance agency started out as Hill Insurance, and it was started by my grandfather in 1925.
Celebrating 100 years in 2025.
I went into the insurance business with my dad and my Uncle David in '74 after I got out of UT. Then I bought the agency from my dad in '77.
It started as father and son.
Most people think that E.E. Hill & Son is my dad and me, and it's not. It was my granddad and my dad.
And 100 years later,
our agency's been blessed to be in a community that has embraced our agency, and we have had some of the most amazing employees.
Go Cougars!
Here on the program, final segment of hour number 1. I hate Facebook.
Here we go. Why now?
Well, I like my Morgan Wallen. I like my Lil Wayne. I like my Drake. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, copyrights.
YNW Melly.
Well, you named like 3 people that I don't listen to.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. Folks, Jake Miller Sports Talk is presented by the Marlowe Agency with Shelter Insurance. Derek Marlowe and Company are here to serve you and protect not only your assets, but protect you as well. Whether it's your car, your boat, your house, business, or your life, the Marlowe Agency does it all. Give them a call today at 423-352-7735. That's the Marlowe Agency with Shelter Insurance, 423-352-7735. Let them know you heard about them right here on Jake Miller Sports Talk. So, you know, I talked a little bit last week about how he's able to save me money on my car insurance. I'm going to be able to buy a lot of Charlie's pizzas with that.
Yes. Man, those cauliflower crust pizzas.
They're so good.
So I dream about them.
So one of the things that I also did during that is I actually got a life insurance policy. You were not a beneficiary, so don't get any ideas.
Man, I was hoping you'd hit the lotto like what we've talked about and just...
But I was able to get a life insurance policy for me just in case something happens.
Yeah, it's always good to have a backup plan.
Always good to have a backup plan. So I was able to get that. So I have not only car insurance, but life insurance, and I'm still paying less than what I was paying for just car insurance with the previous company I was with. So I highly encourage everybody, go save yourself some money, give Derek a call. He will be more than happy to get you taken care of, covering Southeast Kentucky and East Tennessee. Derek Marlowe and Company will be proud to serve you.
You got to get Missy in on the home insurance.
Oh, yeah.
You got to hook Mama up.
No, we're going to get Mama taken care of.
There you go.
Mama will be taken care of. All right. So, Matthew, I want you to jump in on this as well.
All right.
So, I'm going to name off the top 25 games this weekend. And I want you to rate it 1 through 5 on your level of excitement that you have for this game. So, what I'll do is I'll read you the teams, I'll read you the spread, and then you tell me your level of excitement from 1 to 5.
Okay.
-0 is an option.
Okay.
Coming up tomorrow, while we will be at Clinton, number 8 Florida State at Virginia. Florida State 3-0, Virginia 3-1. Florida State only a 6.5-point favorite. I'm not touching another spread the rest of this year.
I'm not a. Florida State's quarterback's apparently been running the jaw a little bit, so we'll see. But yeah, and these aren't our official picks yet.
Not yet.
Those come to the end of the game, at the end of the show. But
level of excitement 1 through 5.
Like a 1. I mean, I expect Florida State to take care of business. I mean, Virginia's good, but Florida State seems like they figured something out somehow.
Matthew, what say you?
I'm just going to give it a solid average 2.5.
Okay, I can take that.
You?
Middle road.
TCU travels to Tempe.
You didn't tell us yours.
About a 2. Doesn't really do anything for me.
Nah.
Now, if we look at the game and they're in the fourth quarter and it's 24-21.
I'm interested.
Yes. And then at 9 o'clock over on Fox, we have TCU, number 24 in the country, 3-0, taking on Arizona State at Arizona State. Arizona State is the favorite in this game by 3.5.
I'm a solid 3.5 on that one.
Matthew.
I would go with about a 3.
A 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I like the Sun Devils.
Not a fan. Georgia Tech out of nowhere, 4-0. Like we're playing NCAA 14. And they were just always good. You could never beat them.
No.
Taking on Wake Forest at 2-1. Georgia Tech favored by 2 touchdowns in this one.
That's
a 1 if I've ever seen a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1. I mean, Georgia Tech's style of offense is just boring.
Matthew?
Go with a 2. Go with a 2.
And then we have the big noon kickoff. Number 21, USC, 4-0. Against number 23, Illinois, 3-1 after the debacle last week. USC is a 6.5-point favorite in this one. I really like this one. I'm going to give this one a 4.
I'm not interested at all. There'll be something else.
Matthew?
About a 2. Again.
I gave it a 4. And then over on ABC, you'll have number 22, Notre Dame, 1-2, going up against 2-2, Arkansas, and Sam Pittman.
That one has me interested.
And Sam Pittman, he's going to talk like this.
He doesn't get in a hurry for nothing.
He doesn't get in no hurry.
But it brings
It's
up the
Sam
question,
Pittman.
if Notre Dame loses this, do they finally fall out of the top 25?
You wouldn't believe everybody that wants to come to the University of Arkansas. Bless his heart.
My interest in that one, I'll give that one a 4.
I give it a 4, too.
Do a 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Utah State and Vanderbilt, 1.
Yeah, nobody likes Vanderbilt.
I mean, if it gets exciting, I might tune in, but otherwise, it's going to be on the back burner. So I give it a 2.
Got a tight spread in this one. Number 1, Ohio State, 3-0. Travels to Seattle to take on Washington. Ohio State is only a 7.5-point favorite in this one. It's an expensive ticket to this game. That might be the most people in Washington have ever had to pay. And for the cost of living up there, they're going to have to refinance their transmission to go to this game.
My interest in that's a 0 just because I don't like Ohio State at all. I will not watch Ohio State unless they're playing Tennessee.
I mean, Ohio State, they're a team to be reckoned with. So I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm going to give it a 3. And here comes the granddaddy of them all this week for the SEC. Number 4, LSU, 4-0.
Boy.
Taking on number 13, Ole Miss, in which Lane Kiffin's daughter is now dating a linebacker from LSU.
I'm going to give this one a big old 5.
This is a 5 just for the drama.
Can I do a 6?
Yes.
I was scrolling through Instagram like last night, like I always do. And
Doom scrolling Instagram.
I sent you all that video last night about explaining the drama,
Right.
with that, and I think that'll be. I'm excited to see what the announcers might say about that and what the result of that game is going to be.
Are we going to hear that this guy is dating Lane Kiffin's daughter more than we heard that what's-his-face was 17, Ryan Williams?
Or more
the 17-year-old! He's only 17!
It depends on who's calling the game.
17-year-old Ryan Williams.
It depends who's calling the game. If it's Herb Street and that bunch of wackadoos, it'll be brought up constantly.
Wackadoos.
I mean, word of the day.
Wackadoos. Put it on a T-shirt, Matthew. And at 3:30 on ESPN, we have Auburn 3-1 taking on number 9 Texas A&M 3-0. Texas A&M a 6.5-point favorite on this one. I'm going to give this one a 4.
I'm 4.5. I'm not a huge Auburn fan, but they're an interesting team to watch.
Matthew,
I'm gonna give it a 3.
give it a 3. Indiana, Iowa,
0.
That's a -0. Matthew,
1.
Tennessee, Mississippi State, number 15 in the
Big
country.
5.
Give me a 5.
I'm a crazy one. I'll go 5.
Tennessee is 7.5-point favorite in this game. I have a prediction that might shock you later in the show. Arizona, Iowa State.
Don't care.
Don't care. Oregon, Penn State, that's a 5.
It's a 5.
Alabama, Georgia, 5.735.
Yeah.
UMass, Missouri, 0. BYU, Colorado, I give it a 1.
Just because of the Deion factor.
That is all it is. That's going to do it for hour number 1. Hour number 2 of Jake Miller Sports Talk coming up right here on WLAF.
When you think loans, think green and look for us under the big green sign, First National Bank on the 4-lane La Follette. Our hometown staff welcomes you by today. See Brian. Ask for Carrie. Look for Beth behind the counter. Or see Taylor at the drive-thru. First National Bank Oneida. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Cougar fans, get your First National Bank orange and blue Cougar debit card.
At Grace Rehab, we have one goal in mind: to improve your quality of life. We provide physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages. Grace's therapy and treatment plans are individualized for each patient.
Well, my doctor didn't think I would be to this point at this time, and I wouldn't have been had it not been for the rehab center here at Grace.
Oh, I like all the people that's here, and they've been real nice, and I've had a ton of fun with them.
Grace Rehab, we want to help you feel your best.
Hi, my name's Amanda Pemberton. I'm a lifelong Campbell County native, former Lady Cougar. I'm a personal lines agent here at Gray Insurance. I would love to help you out with all your home, auto, life insurance, and health needs. We're an independent agency, so we can offer you a wide variety of companies. Come see me and I'll be glad to help you with all your insurance needs. Thanks.
I'm Daniel Dagley, and it's that time of year again. Come see us at Gray Insurance for all your health care needs.
If you're looking for quality at bargain prices, look no further than Hammers in Clinton. Family owned and operated, Hammers is there to help you stretch that dollar. Need jeans? Hammers has them. Need boots? Hammers has those. Need something orange for game day? Hammers has that as well. And don't forget to check out their home decor. When you visit Hammers in Clinton, you save money and time with a one-stop shop. And don't forget that RC and moon pie before you leave. Hammers, off the Clinton exit, just past Community Trust Bank. Easy to find, easy to shop.
Need tires and alignment? How about an oil changer, maybe brake work? Whatever your car, truck, or SUV needs, the folks at Hensley Tire and Service are ready to help you. When it comes to your vehicle, come to Hensley's Tire and Service. You'll find us in La Follette, where Indiana meets Beach. For your next set of tires or service needs, call Hensley Tire and Service, 423-563-8473.
Go Cougars! Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
Hour number 2, Jake Miller Sports Talk, presented by the Marlowe Agency right here on WLAF. It is time for your water cooler presented by the Marlowe Agency. And boy, do we have a doozy for you. 32-year-old South Carolina assistant teacher has been arrested on charges he sprayed his school with a substance that smells like doo-doo, sickening students and causing more than $55,000 in damages.
How does it cause damage? It's just fart spray.
He sprayed it into the HVAC units.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, though.
Alexander Paul Robertson Lewis allegedly dispensed the substance at West Florence High School in Florence, South Carolina, over a nearly month-long span, leaving school officials mystified as to the origin of the foul odor. The Florence County Sheriff's Office said this in a statement. Lewis allegedly obtained the spray designed to imitate fecal odor from an online distributor. Investigators allege that Lewis used the spray on multiple occasions and over time resulting in a disruption of the school, children requiring medical attention for respiratory issues.
That's great.
And requiring the school to incur an expenditure of over $55,000 for inspection and damage to the school's air conditioning system.
I mean, there used to be a store called Spencer's. You could just go buy the spray. And, I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, I can remember doing it in school, but...
His brother said he's not interested in making any comment at this time. Said he was arrested on Friday on charges of disturbing schools and malicious injury to property with a value of over $10,000. He was booked in the Florence County Jail where he is being held on a $9,090 bond. It was not immediately clear if Lewis has obtained a lawyer.
How mad do you think Jim would be if we did that here?
You know how mad I would be if we did that here?
I think Matthew would be the one that would suffer the most, though.
Oh, man.
That's great.
So, here's the deal, guys. Imagine having the ultimate prank in mind to where you actually cause a disruption, not for a day, but for a month. And unintentionally causing $55,000 worth of damage.
Like, how does it cause I still don't understand how it caused $55,000 worth of damage.
Well, I mean, this is terrible. So what actually comes out of your body is a gas.
Yes.
This was manufactured. I guarantee you it stays.
It hung. It had that hanging scent to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like my Chanel Blue. Like, once it's on the clothes, it's staying on the clothes.
Yeah.
This was not like a deodorant. This was a...
it's an actual spray.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the equivalent of, like... I'm trying to think. That's almost like letting something ferment.
Yeah.
And it just got into the HVAC system and just absolutely destroyed it.
That's worse than Pinto Bean Day at the high school.
Man. Folks, here's what I'm going to say about this, guys. If you're going to break the law, which he probably didn't even think he was breaking the law.
No, probably not.
But here's the thing. Charles Barkley told us very well. Do not commit crimes with checks. If you're going to commit a crime, you have to be smart about it. And you don't let anybody know what you did. So, because in order for him to get caught, he had to have told someone or someone had to have seen him.
Yeah, it had to have been on camera or something. Like somebody somewhere would just happen to be looking at a camera when he's out there when he's out there doing the do.
I mean, when you look at what this guy looks like.
He looks petrified, but he looks like what I would imagine the smell would be like.
Folks, should we do one more? That way this is not on our minds for the rest of the show, because I cannot get this image out of my head. Someone give me something else that has happened this week.
Well, while you're looking it up, we'll throw it over to Matt for a second. I think he's got something to talk about.
We'll talk about something that's coming up this weekend, coming up tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, September the 26th and the 27th. Greenview Farmers Market, you know them. They're the ones that hold the music every month. The gathering at Greenview, they always have some good entertainers. One of the likes of Caden Poston, who was here earlier, he performs there every now and again. Well, they're doing a professional rodeo.
All right.
Professional. This is big time stuff. If you want to come out to the rodeo, the gates open at 5:30 p.m. That's and then the mutton busting, which kids can ride the what do they have at rodeos? Cows or
yes,
cows?
Bulls.
Yeah, bulls. Well, they can.
Yeah, they've got cows.
Well, yeah.
Well,
they can ride the muttons at 6:30, and then the show starts. The big event starts at 7:30 p.m.
And it's guaranteed to smell better than that high school in Florence.
I would say so. Well, to get there, you want to put in your GPS, your Google Maps, your Apple Maps, whatever you prefer, 294 Holstein Drive in La Follette. And in simple terms, if you're heading up the valley, you see the first Dollar General on the right. Well, just keep on going and go to the next right. You know, we're down south.
That's right, folks. We base it off of how many Dollar Generals you got to pass.
The one right past the Frontier Market, past that Dollar General. The next road on your right will get you right to Greenview Farmers Market for that rodeo this weekend. Again,
and if you go to the second Dollar
5:30,
General,
Friday and Saturday.
If you go to the second Dollar General, you've went too far.
Well, and that's not counting the one at Food Lion.
Okay.
Yeah. So the one after the.
So you'll pass two technically.
Well, depending on where you're from. If you're coming from Caryville, then you're passing like 3. You know, while we're on the subject of Dollar Generals, I was on my way to school last week, and
this is about to be good.
I take Edgemore Road I get off at Raccoon Valley, go head on Edgemore Road, takes me to Hardin Valley that way, and well, I was on my way, and I like to stop at at some kind of convenience store, Dollar General or something, to get me an energy drink, because school is tough and you need a Celsius or a Monster sometimes. Well, I saw a cool looking Dollar General. I thought, that looks pretty cool. It looks
never
neat.
been a more Matthew story than when a cool Dollar General is mentioned.
So I took a photo of it, and 'cause I thought that looks so neat. It's a nice looking Dollar General, and so I went in. And
Is it on Edgemore?
Yeah, well, it's
That's where I got my dog.
At the Dollar General.
Yeah.
Listen, we got a dog from Walmart, so
we have gone off the rails here. This is the one before you get to Claxton Elementary.
Okay, yeah.
And I talked to the cashier. She said, "Yeah, it's about 2 years old at this point." And I thought, "Oh, looks really nice. Looking really good for your age." Talking to the store, of course. Anyway.
I just want to know how these kids had respiratory issues. Spray. This is terrible to laugh at, by the way, and I do apologize. However, just imagine this. Someone sitting in class. I can't breathe. Like, what's wrong with you? The smell. The smell. It's too much, teach. I need to go see the nurse.
All right, Matthew, about your 2-year-old, and you said, man, it's looking good.
Well,
anyway,
let's somewhat get on track. Let's take a look at some comments that have been left on our Facebook feed, if I can get it to work correctly.
Let's see what we got here.
Give me just a second.
Because I just found a funny article about a squirrel.
This is how it usually goes. We have a good first hour, and then the second hour is just pure debauchery and us having a good time. Oh, good grief.
Well, do your story, and we'll do comments after that.
Very mean squirrel terrorizing California neighborhood. Look at this woman. She got bit by it.
You know that hurts.
Oh, I'm sure it does. But look at the squirrel they used. That looks like a peaceful squirrel right there.
That is a very peaceful squirrel. I mean, granted, I would still like him in some dumplings.
The flyer reads, "This is not a joke. More than 5 people have been attacked by a very mean squirrel over the past few days on Diablo Circle and Mount Layson.
Diablo Circle.
Several have gone to ER for severe..." They misspelled lacerations. Nice. Residents of a California neighborhood are warning other locals to beware of a, quote, very mean squirrel that has sent at least 2 people to the emergency room. So something's lying. Either the flyer's lying or this article is lying because one says 2, the other says 5. A resident of the Lucas Valley neighborhood in San Rafael said she was taking her morning walk recently when the squirrel attacked her leg. It clamped onto my leg. The tail was flying up here. I was like, get it off me, get it off me. I didn't want to touch it. Another resident said she and her daughter were attacked by the rambunctious rodent while walking. She ended up going to the ER with a wound to her arm. Another resident said her husband also had a confrontation with a squirrel when he tried to get the animal to stop biting his wooden fence. It took a big chunk out of the wood, and we thought, oh my gosh, she's hungry or something. So the husband took his cap off and hit it so it would go away, and the squirrel turned around and jumped on his head. Flyers were put up in the neighborhood warning residents to keep an eye out for the attack squirrel. This is not a joke. More than 5 people have been attacked by a very mean squirrel. A representative of the local Wild Care Wildlife Hospital said squirrels do not carry rabies.
Maybe not in your area, but in our neck of the woods.
When something says this is not a joke multiple times, I'm starting to get joke vibes from it, you know?
The animals do sometimes turn aggressive when fed by humans, however. Wild Care has received numerous calls about a squirrel attacking residents in the Lucas Valley neighborhood of San Rafael. Unfortunately, the squirrel is most likely approaching people and biting them because he was raised by people or has been hand-fed by humans, but is now on his own, uncertain about how to forage and is desperate for food. Squirrels are naturally shy animals. So that is a lie. That is a lie. You know why I know that?
Let's hear it, Jake Miller.
Have you ever been to Georgetown up in Kentucky?
Yes.
The university?
Yes.
Or the college, Georgetown College. Those squirrels will attack you.
They're evil.
Yes.
They're evil.
I'm 100%, like, squirrels do have rabies, right?
I mean, honestly, I would think so.
I mean, you know raccoons have them.
Yeah. Speaking of raccoons, I've seen one on Instagram.
We got Matthew over here looking it up. We're supposed to be a sports show, and we have spent the last 15 minutes talking about poop spray and rabid squirrels.
Anyways, comments.
Yeah. Anyway, real quick, Google, AI Overview says, no, squirrels are rarely found to be infected with rabies, as have never been known to transmit the disease to humans. So that means they may have rabies, but they're keeping it to themselves, I guess, for some reason. Anyways.
That's what they said about the bats and coronavirus. But here we are.
George Hooks.
George Hooks, loyal listener of the show, says Will Crowley could make a run at District Player of the Year. I'd have to agree.
I know nothing about Campbell County basketball. So, sure, George, I'll go with you.
He can throw it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's more than I can do.
What else we got?
Jake, here is something that might cater to you. You might have some opinions on this. This guy has some opinions.
All right. What we got?
If it'll pull up, we'll put that on the screen whenever it works. Anyways, well.
Always good to see George, by the way.
I'll read it to you here if we can't get it to pull up on the computer.
All right, what we got?
Son Gang says Under Armour uniforms look better than Nike, in
Agreed.
my opinion.
Agreed.
They look good.
They look good.
They do.
They look very, very good. Sean, thank you for listening to the show, bud. So, and one of the things, the reason I use the Under Armour builder is because they have the most user-friendly builder out there. Like, theirs and Allison Athletics are the same, and why do you think that is?
Yeah.
It's because Allison is actually making Under Armour's uniforms for them. It's like I saw that. I think we were playing Toledo a few years ago, and you could tell like they did not get the good Under Armour uniforms
They
when
got
they were
the
playing.
old school South Carolina underarm.
They did. Our cousin Anthony chimes in. Who do you think will be the next college football coach to be fired? Billy Napier or Dabo Swinney?
I'm going to go. It hurts me to say this, but I think Dabo.
They're going to fire a guy that won. He won 2 down there, didn't he?
I mean, Florida's kind of used to losing at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of used to losing. Clemson is not used to it.
No.
And they're hitting the panic button.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you know what happens when you hit the panic button?
what's that?
There's a big risk.
Yeah?
There is a huge risk. Does the risk outweigh what the potential reward could be in this situation? Now,
I don't know.
The reason I say that, Tennessee waited too long to fire Fulmer.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very unpopular opinion, I know, but they waited too long to do it because one of the things that nobody talks about is we all love to talk about recruiting rank and say Butch Jones was this great recruiter. Well, guess what? You take out the 2 legacy classes, he and Derek Dooley were on the same level as recruiting.
Yeah.
Like, and that's something that people don't realize. Like, Josh Heupel's been the best recruiter we've had probably since Philip Fulmer. You know, Jeremy Pruitt had a few classes that were somewhat decent, but he couldn't coach them up. Now, the reason I bring that up is Philip Fulmer, and not a lot of people know this, his last recruiting class that he ever signed, I'm not talking about the Bryce Brown class with Jansen Jackson, Newkeys Richardson, all those guys. I'm talking about the class before that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that ranked in the country?
Top 10? Really? Where?
33rd
Oh,
in the
wow.
country. We still have not had a class that has been that low since.
That's hard to believe, ain't it? That's really tough to believe.
So why is this important? Because everyone out there will just say that has not played the game, doesn't know much about how recruiting works or how program development works. When you look at those players, you look at the next class that came in. Bryce Brown, Newkeys Richardson, Jansen Jackson, David Oku. What happened to all 4 of those guys?
Transferred
or got kicked off a team. One of them is now in jail.
I think only one of them made it to the league. Bryce Brown.
Jansen made it to the league.
Did he?
He had a cup of coffee.
Okay.
But,
that made any kind of significant impact than Bryce Brown.
Correct. Now, the next 2 years, Derek Dooley's second and third year, what did he have? He had guys that he recruited.
Yeah.
Guys that signed under him.
Yeah.
Guys like Tyler Bray, Justin Hunter, Cordero Patterson. Should have had Dayrick Rogers if Dayrick could have just kept his nose clean.
I'm asking a lot.
I love Dayrick Rogers. You will not find a bigger Dayrick Rogers fan than me.
I think our viewers know this, that as much as Dayrick's been brought up.
Dayrick Dooley.
Dayrick Dooley.
Man, what a combination. But with that, that's why you saw the downturn of Tennessee football.
Mm-hmm.
Is because we kept a guy around too long, and then we go through 15 years of misery and mediocrity. If you're Clemson, do you do it now and have the potential to keep the program on track? Or since he has won you 2 national championships, do you give him some grace?
My big gripe about Dabo is this: he's not going to the portal. He refuses to hit the portal.
Mm-hmm.
At what point?
You have to do it today.
At what point does that start the boosters saying, why is he not hitting the portal? Mm-hmm. And they say, okay, well, it's $60 million to get him out. We can get a coach in. And as bad as I hate it, and as bad as many fans of college football hate it, the teams now are being built out of the portal.
They are. Look at
Period.
Tennessee.
Look at Tennessee.
Look at Tennessee.
Teams are being built out of the portal. Very rarely will you see a freshman And Tennessee's got a few freshmen that we've got playing now, which is good. But what's keeping the freshmen that are starting for Tennessee to stay at Tennessee instead of going to Ohio State or Penn State, somebody that's constantly in those national championship runnings?
Well, and something else to look at, too. Look at the quarterbacks that have been at Tennessee since Josh Heupel has been here. Hendon Hooker, out of the portal. Joe Milton, out of the portal. Joey Aguilar, out of the portal. Nico,
The
freshman.
cursed one.
And who has given us more excitement? The other three.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm comfortable at this point saying that out of all the ones we've had, I've enjoyed watching Joey play and what little time we've had him more than I did the previous three that we've had.
I'm teetering on that.
Just for the, I mean,
he went nose to nose with Georgia, man.
He did. Hendon, great quarterback. I love Hendon. Joe Milton, kind of 50-50 on.
The interview that I did with Hendon's parents was one of my favorite interviews that I ever did.
Yeah. And I
love
like
that guy.
I like Hendon.
Yes.
But there's just something about Joey Aguilar that I'm like, this dude gets it. I wish we had him last year.
Yes.
He just gets it.
He knows how to win.
He knows how to win.
Because there's a difference between knowing how to play and knowing how to win.
Yeah.
And Joey knows how to win.
He knows how to win.
Yeah.
He's willing to sacrifice his body to get that extra yard. Some of his throws, I'm like going, did you really need to make that throw? But you got to think of the talent development side of things as well. He's had Appy State. He's not really had this level of coaching.
No.
Before.
And it seems like he's coachable. Like,
yes.
That's another thing. Like, just based off of what I was hearing at the start of fall camp, like, there were a lot of concerns. But when you can coach somebody, when you're willing to be coached, and you're willing to develop, and you're willing to take in what they're telling you, instead of going up there, taking the snap, and be like, oh, I'm this guy. Like, I can do whatever I want. You know, I've made it. I'm getting paid X amount to be here. I can do whatever I want. You have that mentality, you know what happens? You end up at UCLA, you start out 0-3, and you get your coach fired.
Yep.
And you make less money.
Here's something else
and
I've
you get
noticed.
taxed more.
Something else I've noticed. With Nico, all we heard was NIL money. How many times have you heard Aguilar and NIL in the same sentence?
0.
I think that carries a lot of weight.
I think it does. I think it gets you a lot more respect in the locker room, honestly.
It does. And I think that...
I'll tell you who should be the most mad out of anybody over the past 2 years. Dylan Sampson.
Yeah,
he carried that team last year. Because it was Dylan Sampson was the reason that we were in the college football playoff. It wasn't because of Nico Iamaleava.
No.
It was Dylan Sampson. It was that offensive line. If anything, they have a right to be angry.
Yes.
Because it's like, well, that guy's getting paid this. Why are we not getting paid that much?
Exactly. And
because realistically, Dylan Sampson, on the current scale, was probably a $5 million running back last year.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Every bit of $5 million.
I mean, now, do I think that Sampson would thrive with Heupel's scheme that he's doing this year? It would be a different story because I think Coach Heupel last year had to evolve his style of play, his style of coaching.
Yep.
I mean, I don't care what Coach Hop says. He wants to throw the ball. He wants to throw the ball 40, 50 times a game.
That's fine. But he's also a run-first coach, which is really funny.
But he's a run-first coach. But look at what last year's offense looked like compared to what we've seen in 5 games this season.
I think, too, you got to look at the fact that you can run the RPOs with Joey.
Yeah.
Nico never could get it.
No, I don't think Nico wanted to put his body on the line.
He wasn't going to. The only time he did is when he cracked his helmet at Ohio State.
Yeah.
But that's probably because the helmet hadn't been broken in because he didn't really do much up to that point.
Now, do I think right now that Tennessee is a playoff team?
Yes.
Right now,
yes.
I'm 50-50 on.
See, I'm 100% they're a playoff team.
Here's my reasoning. Our running back play's been there. Our wide receiver core is still a big question mark. Our DBs are a big question mark. If you could take the wide receivers and the DBs out of the equation, we are 100% a playoff team.
Agreed.
Without a shadow of a doubt, we are a playoff team.
Absolutely. And we're going to touch more on the Tennessee schedule when we return. Stay with us. More Jake Miller Sports Talk on the way.
Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
I'm Bailey Ball. Come see my dad, Billy, at La Follette Mine Supply. Hey, he's my dad too. Come see our dad. For septic tanks, PVC pipe, septic chambers, and rebar. Be sure and ask about our low prices on Tractor Ag Fluid, Def Fluid, and Rotella T4 motor oil. What's that? No kid zone? You can read?
The staff at LUB, La Follette Utilities Board, is there for you. You may be needing new service at your future home. LUB crews bring the experience, know-how, and equipment to put you in service. And when troubles arise, LUB crews are there, no matter the hour or the day, to restore your service. Connect to LUB.org or call 423-562-3316 for assistance on new service, existing service, or to report an outage. Count on LUB to be there.
Right here is where it all started. Right here on this corner. This was the first building for People's Bank of the South. This is where the ideas, tradition, way of doing business, and the mission of taking care of its customers evolved. Then it was on to the new bank with Campbell County's first, a drive-up window. From 1917 to today, People's Bank of the South is here for you. People's Bank of the South is in the heart of La Follette, between La Follette and Jacksboro, near the mall and at North Clinton exit 122. We invite you to come see us at People's Bank of the South, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Since 1917, People's Bank of the South has been providing banking services to our friends and neighbors in Campbell and surrounding counties. Along with traditional services, we offer the latest technology as well, including contactless debit cards, mobile banking, remote deposit, mobile wallets, and more. All this, and we are still here to answer the phone when you call. Stop by and see us today. People's Bank has 3 convenient locations. Our main office is in the heart of La Follette, a second location in Jacksboro near the mall, and our Clinton branch is just off I-75 at exit 122. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
BP is here for you. Rice Oil features BP at Big O's Valley and at Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving. Amoco is here for you. Amoco brings you the quality fuel that Americans have been trusting for more than 100 years. Find Amoco at West End Amoco. Save 15 cents a gallon on BP and Amoco every time you use your BP card. Apply today. BP, Amoco, from Rice Oil, La Follette.
This is TCAT Jacksboro President Dr. Debbie Petrie. Our new campus is being constructed, and this is Building A on the right as you enter campus. It'll house administration, student services, classrooms, plus a large meeting room. Building B is at the back of the campus. It is a football field and a half in length, housing welding, power sports, and more. Most of the current TCAT building's original structures will be demolished to make room for the new parking lot. We have a bright future at TCAT.
Get your game plan together and know where to go before an emergency arises. When life trips you up, La Follette Medical Center's FAST ER stands ready to address your health care needs. From treating broken bones to caring for life-threatening conditions, the emergency room at Tenova Healthcare's La Follette Medical Center is the ultimate team player. Learn more at TenovaLaFollette.com.
Tennessee Gas is your family-owned and operated one-stop shop, full-service propane and welding supply company. Whether it's a propane tank swap for changing suppliers or a complete new propane tank and service install, Tennessee Gas does it. See the welding supply showroom. Ask about leased welding gases, ideal for welding or small car shops. Live and local when you call, and your purchase dollars stay right here at home. Highway 116 on the county line. Tennessee Gas, small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Keeps your family warm one tank at a time.
At Alco Builders and Realty, we have agents that know the area.
that are experts in the local market. It's very important in real estate to have someone on your team that understands the market. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
Back here on Jake Miller Sports Talk. I feel like a wrestler coming out right now. You know, this sounds like it reminds me of the old SmackDown versus Raw games on the PlayStation 2. It's like some of the generic theme songs they would give you. Good call on that one, Matthew. Great job. Shout out to Matthew Moore, making things happen behind the scenes here, getting us set up once again to bring you the best sports talk show in Campbell County.
The only.
That's why we're the best.
Yeah.
We would still be the best.
I mean, I dare somebody to compete.
Yeah.
It's a message.
Yeah.
Anyways, there is some high school football happening tonight, folks.
There is. Why don't you update us?
Sevier County is playing Greenville. The score, I believe, right now is 7-0. Sevier County is losing to Greenville.
Okay.
Sevier County, of course, coming off of the state championship last year, having their perfect season. Greenville is always a powerhouse.
That they are.
So
it's a given. Every year they're going to be good.
Every year Greenville's going to be good. They've got players that have went to UT and several different places. So I'll try to keep up with it. You know, we've got 30 minutes left in the show.
Yep.
I think that game is just getting going in the second quarter. Greenville is up 7-0 over Sevier County.
Always going to be a good team. We're going to break down the rest of the Tennessee schedule. Of course, Tennessee 3-1 with the only loss coming to Georgia in overtime, 44-41. And we're going to go around the room here, and we're going to see where we stack out of our own opinions for the rest of the year. Of course, this Saturday, 4:15 on the SEC Network. This should really be a prime, not necessarily a primetime game, but it's above the SEC Network.
Is it on SEC Network?
Yep.
I mean, you also got to compare it to the rest of the games that are going on this Saturday. As far as a college football fan, this is like the weekend to watch football.
It is.
There's top 10 matchups all over, top 25 matchups all over the place.
I mean, we just broke down pretty much every one of them just a few moments ago, and there's some really good games on that slate. Mississippi State, and everyone's going to tell me win or loss. Win. Matthew says win. And then here in a couple weeks, play Arkansas.
Win.
You wouldn't believe who wants to come to the University of Arkansas. And then, of course, Alabama.
Here, I'll do my Jameis Winston. I'm going to eat that W.
That's right. Tennessee is going down to Tuscaloosa and will win for the first time since 2003. It's been 22 years since we went down there and
Denny
won.
will be orange.
It will.
I'm going for a big W.
All right. At Kentucky.
W.
It's Kentucky. We're winning that game.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be W.
Here's where the schedule gets a little tricky. We get into November.
It's where things get intense.
This is going to be the game of the year in Neyland. I think it has all
This is playoff.
This will be a game that has playoff implications.
Yes.
This might make Neyland rowdier than what it was against Georgia. Oklahoma. Right now they're ranked number 7 in the country. Of course, Mateer is out with a broken thumb. Having said that,
if Mateer is out,
we win the ball game.
If Mateer's in,
you might be looking at another overtime game.
Expect another Georgia game for Tennessee.
I think we're going to get a win. I think we're going to get a win. I hope so.
New Mexico State win.
Yeah, easy.
And now here's where, okay. Is everybody okay?
No.
Is everybody ready for this conversation that we're about to have? Because this game, if Tennessee were to play this team right now, Tennessee would win. If it were a normal year, under previous circumstances, Tennessee wins this game. However, this is also a stadium in which Tennessee has not won at since the year 2003. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, Steve Spurrier Field,
W.
At the Swamp. How many times has Tennessee went into this game as the better team and come out with a loss?
A lot. 11 in the past 22 years.
Tennessee has won 2 out of the last 3, but Tennessee has not won at the Swamp since 2003. Matthew, if Tennessee is 9-1 going into this game, the stadium's going to be rocking. That place is going to be full. It's Tennessee, Florida. The stadium will be full. It's most likely going to be your 3:30 ABC game.
I wish it was a night game.
No.
I want a night game for that.
No, I do not want any part of them at night in the Swamp.
But the atmosphere, I mean.
No. No.
You'd know that it would be awesome.
No.
You know what also would be awesome? A win. I
Yes.
think I think we're going to get a win. I hope so anyways. I'm hopeful.
This is giving major 2001 vibes.
So theoretically,
A
we're looking
2 to
at
3 point game. Tennessee's going to be favored by probably 9.5 to 10.5 in this game.
Yeah, I could see that.
Florida's going to cover the spread.
Yeah, I can see that.
It might even be reminiscent of last year.
It just Lagway is such a question mark for me.
Do you see what this game does to me?
Yes, but Lagway. I don't see
Hans, if you're listening, I'm sorry for what's going to happen that week. Okay? I'm sorry for what's going to happen at work that week. Alex, if you're listening, I am sorry for how my mood is going to be that week.
Milwaukee Roby. Sorry.
Well, it's the most bipolar I'm going to be throughout the year. This is the only week out of the year where someone could come in and say, okay, this gentleman is mentally unfit to have a job. This guy is mentally unfit to hold a microphone. This guy is mentally unfit to go on about his regular life because of 18 to 22-year-olds that throw around a ball. Tennessee wins.
Tennessee wins.
And Vanderbilt at home, which is normally a cakewalk, they're not looking too shabby.
Tennessee by a field goal, I think, honestly.
Playoff implications, probably SEC championship implications at that point.
Yeah, if we went out the way that we should, very well. I mean, it's a very real thing. We played Georgia for SEC championship.
I think we're going to end our season with a big W at Vanderbilt.
So everybody here has Tennessee going 11-1. 11-1.
Hopeful, anyways.
I thought the ceiling would be 8 going into the year.
I'm going to say 10-2 at worst. The biggest question mark will be the Oklahoma game. That's if we stay healthy.
I got to get off the screen. I can't look at that Gator anymore. It's hurting me. It's hurting me. And it's hurting me bad. Let's jump into Campbell County. Traveling to Clinton tomorrow, in which will be the most winnable game on the schedule. When we look at Clinton, they're currently sitting at 0-4. Campbell County, 0-5. Look at Clinton's results, starting with their first game of the year against Oak Ridge, 42-13 Oak Ridge. They played William Blount, who Campbell County will face at the end of the year, 48-35 loss. They lost to Carnes 24-21, and they got shellacked by Central 51-21 this past Friday. Looking at this game, and you get on Clinton's page, and it's like a SEC-level media production for their hype videos. It's cool. I'm glad that whoever is doing that is doing that. You look at those videos, and you would think, man, it's a really good team. But they're 0-4. We're 0-5. This is a rivalry game. And what do you do with rivalry games? What do you do with common sense?
Throw it out the window.
You throw it out the window. All logic in a rivalry game. What do you do? you throw it out the window. Because in rivalry games, anything can happen. Case in point, the Iron Bowl. Auburn, Alabama. Auburn has won games that they should not have won. Alabama has won games that they should not have won. On paper, it tells you that Campbell County should not win this game. But when it comes to a school like Clinton, what does that do? There's a level, not a level, but a trait that you can inherit if you play the college football video game. And that mode is
hometown hero.
Big game mode.
Big game mode.
Big game mode activated. And that's what this is for Campbell County. It's a rivalry.
This is I think, the most winnable game that Campbell County has had this season.
And I think it helps to, that pass to Timmy Gibson from Eli Lawson this past Friday.
It carries a lot of weight going into this game.
Because that weight has been taken off of their shoulders. Mm-hmm. And that's now put on something else.
It is. Now, Clinton's coming in with a fairly similar top head coaching job. I think that this is a first-year coach or a second-year coach.
Not sure. Tyler Bird is on staff down there, though.
I think it's a first- or second-year head coach.
Yes.
They had a big mess down there a year or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
And so the head coach down there, I think, still trying to figure things out. Same with Coach Owenby. Campbell County, we need to come out and get the early first-quarter turnovers like what we have been.
And, the only time that we didn't really get that was this past Friday. But, one of the things that we saw this past Friday, and I want to make sure that this gets hammered home pretty hard here, folks, is the fact that the football instincts are getting better.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things you saw, Colton Cup, who, we're still we're waiting on an update from his injury. Nobody's really told me anything about that. But, he left the game, potentially with a UCL. The one thing that they did is they were able to go and get x-rays done. It is not broken. We know that much.
Good.
So that's good. Now, when he will be back, I'm not sure. But one of the plays that he made, he blocked the extra point, like straight up just Superman over the center and blocked the field goal. I was like, I didn't know he could jump.
Okay.
Like, I knew that they were having to double and triple team him when he's playing D-line, but he's still finding his way in the backfield. I didn't know the guy could jump. I just saw that, and I was like,
hey, big men can move.
Oh, yeah.
If this past weekend in the NFL didn't tell us anything, big men can move.
Well, and two, like, he comes off the field, and it's like, dude, you just made, like, one of the greatest plays I've ever seen, and you're not as hype as what you should be.
Not as – it's something. Campbell County, though, I mean, like I said, this is probably the most winnable game on their schedule.
Of course. And something else I want to touch on, too, from last week is the ball movement. And, Matthew, you can speak to this, too. When we saw that offense last week, we're getting a lot more plays downfield than what we were. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if it was I think it was Timmy. It might have been Kevin Moore who just straight up mossed somebody last week. And then he stands up, spins the ball, points downfield, first down, gets called for
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty.
They always got it out for the Moore boys.
I did not like that. I did not like that at all.
It's the state of the game now, though.
I mean, it is, but you see it all the time on Saturdays and Sundays.
You do, but, I mean, it's...
But if we're going to do that, then the band doesn't need to play while the play's going on.
It's one of those things. I mean, there's a lot of stuff at the discretion of those referees.
Just like I didn't like Lenoir City, Matthew. You remember this. The light show going on while the play is still going on. I don't like that at all.
No,
that shouldn't be happening.
That's not.
No, that's dangerous is what that is.
Well, and also when that was a brand new lighting system too.
But you have to trigger it, though.
Yeah. So, that's probably on them.
I'm going to play the lights while the play's still going on, babe.
But it is.
That's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the state of the game, though. I mean, it's, the closest thing I can think of is when you go to an Anderson County home football game, or when Anderson County travels, really, they've got air horns. And they are battery-operated air horns.
Those should not be allowed.
And they take them everywhere. At home, they're allowed. They're allowed at the stadium in Anderson County. We traveled to some last year where they were not allowed, and the referee quickly made that well known. But
we got our 10-gallon jugs taken from us in high school. We put gravel in them, and then we put baby powder in them because we realized that the gravel can
puncture.
Well, no, we didn't. It didn't puncture. but we had them taped off with duct tape. We had 10-gallon water jugs. We filled them, well, not filled them, but we got them about maybe a tenth of the way full of gravel because they made noise.
Yeah.
And the dust had started filling up in it.
Yeah.
And one of us just hit it on the ground one time because one of the people's duct tape got punctured. And I was like, ooh. And I was like, let me see everybody's jug real quick. Poke some holes. We had dust. Well, then we got the idea to put baby powder in them.
Oh, man.
You know what happened? We caused respiratory issues. And
but no, I mean, imagine somebody takes a Milwaukee drill and puts an air horn on it.
Yeah, you put it towards, no, what is it you do? You can actually hook it to your impact, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because it's an impact train horn.
Yeah.
And once you pull the trigger,
it's
loud.
Loud.
Especially if you put it on a Milwaukee, because those are the best drills on the market, by far and large, especially if you get the M18 fuel. That is the best impact on the market, bar none.
So you got to think, though, you got 20 people with those at an Anderson County game, just letting them go.
Ban. If Michael Jordan cannot wear the Air Jordan 1 breads, horns should not be allowed. Cowbells should not be allowed. I'm not a fan of cowbells. I'm not a fan of the paddles at Oklahoma State. I'm not a fan of any of that.
See, I don't mind the cowbells, but the air horns kind of were a little obnoxious. But it is what it is. I mean, that stuff wasn't around when I played. A million moons ago, we didn't really they had the...
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Had to.
Exactly.
I hate Mississippi State.
More cowbells.
No more cowbells. None of that. We got to hit our final break. When we return, we're going to make our picks for the week for the top 5 games that we see in college football. Stay with us. Final segment of the program coming up.
For more than 5 decades, one name has delivered excellence in paving: Boshears. Boshears Paving. From the perfect finish of your home driveway to commercial parking lots to roads for a new subdivision, Boshears Paving handles all types of paving projects. Boshears Paving protects your investment, enhances curb appeal with expert seal coating and precise professional striping. Unmatched quality, reliability, and service you can trust. No matter your paving needs, Boshears Paving is your solution. Call them today, 423-562-2162.
Hi, this is Kim from Bird Screen Printing. You need custom shirts, signs, or banners? Whether it's for school, business, or special event, we've got you covered. We're local, friendly, and ready to help turn your dreams into a reality. Fast, reliable service from folks you know and trust. Come see us at Bird Screen Printing. Let's get your next project started.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, CNO Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from CNO Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from 1 piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. CNO Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and CNL is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at C&L Metal.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's second generation of owning and operating CNC. As Bobby says, we hold your dreams, the concrete to your dream home. CNC Concrete, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by.
When it comes to a personal loan, the person you talk to makes a difference. At Community Trust Bank, our loan specialists understand whether you're consolidating debt, covering expenses, making an amazing purchase, or planning that dream vacation. Your reasons are personal. That's why we offer flexible payment options and competitive rates to help make it happen. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Final segment of the program, Jake Miller Sports Talk, presented by the Marlowe Agency. Shout out to the Marlowe Agency with Shelter Insurance, making this happen week after week for us and for you. One of the things I want to touch on before we get to our picks is tomorrow, as Campbell County takes the field, they're going to be wearing a sticker on the back of their helmets. Mm-hmm. It's going to have the Cougar paw, and it's going to say DH on it for David Heatherly. So basically, David is
Mr. Campbell County.
He is Mr. Campbell County. He is the biggest Cougar fan that you'll ever meet. And he's a member of the staff down at Campbell County High School. And he's facing a tough diagnosis. He's there for the school, the team, and the team's going to be there for them. Mm-hmm. Community's going to be there for him. And he's not going to be on the sidelines with them right now, but he will be with the team through every play. So shout out to the team. Shout out to Bird Screen Printing for making that happen, for the team making those stickers happen. And what a good way to pay tribute.
Absolutely. And David and family, if y'all are watching this, we're certainly lifting y'all up in our prayers.
Absolutely.
And, we wish y'all the best.
Absolutely. It is time to make our picks of the week. We're going to stick solely with the SEC this week because we feel like that is where the best games are being played this week. And do we have a lineup? Boy, do we have a lineup.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
First game we're going to talk about, LSU Ole Miss. Mississippi. Ole Miss is favored by 1.5 in this game. You got to think about the drama that's surrounding this.
Give me Ole Miss by a touchdown.
Matthew.
Ole Miss.
Hotty toddy. Give me Ole Miss. Up next, Auburn, Texas A&M. Texas A&M number 9 in the country. Only a 6.5-point favorite at home at Kyle Field. A part of me is saying, yes, Texas A&M should go in. It's their home field, the 12th man, and win this game. Not so fast, my friend. Got to give a tribute to Lee Corso as well. Give me Auburn. Not to cover, but to win.
WDE. Let's go Auburn.
Go with Auburn as well.
All right, Auburn across the board. Number 17, Alabama, travels to Georgia.
What's the spread?
Georgia minus 2.5.
For real?
Give me that on the spread.
I'm taking Georgia by like 14.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Georgia's going to do it.
You said 2 touchdowns?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go 3. This game is not going to be close. I don't even know why that's a thing. And this one, we're going to cover just because I'm interested in it, and it's the first game that you're going to see this weekend. Notre Dame and Arkansas. Notre Dame, number 22 in the country, traveling to Arkansas. Notre Dame only 1-2. Arkansas 2-2. Notre Dame only favored by 4.5. Man, I got to go Arkansas.
Notre Dame don't have it. Arkansas.
Matthew, it's your favorite song versus Sam Pittman. What you got?
Let's go Arkansas.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
And finally, number 15, Tennessee, travels to Starkville, the land of the cowbells. Take on undefeated 4-0 Mississippi State. Tennessee favored by 7.5 in this game.
Tennessee wins. We do not cover.
Matthew?
Well, Tennessee, like I said earlier, I think they're going to get a W.
Got something that might shock you here. Tennessee 41, Mississippi State 14 will be your final score.
Whoa.
Oh.
It's going to be a statement win for the Vols. Bar none.
I mean, we all chose Tennessee to win.
I'm crazy.
I'm just the one that said we're not going to cover.
No, we're going to cover. We're going to cover that. And it's going to be a great day down in Starkville. Tennessee wearing all orange. Mississippi State, for whatever reason, has decided to wear all white at home. Instead of a blackout, they're doing a whiteout. I think that is ridiculous. That is trying too hard to be like Penn State and then taking it overboard with the all-white uniform. And before we head out, does Campbell County get the win tomorrow?
In my heart, yes. Will it be a very difficult, tough, grindy game?
Of course.
Yes. I hope Campbell County wins. I wouldn't be surprised if Clinton wins, but we see a ton of improvement for Campbell County.
I think it's going to be a tough matchup, like you said. But I think we need this. Like, you know, we need to get a win under our belt. And I'm hopeful. And do I think we're going to win? I hope we're going to win. So I'm going to say a W. I think we're going to get a win tomorrow.
I'm going to say it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think you're going to see a lot of points on the board.
Mm-mm.
It could very easily be one of those 17-14 matchups.
It could be, or it could be one of those 42-7. You just never know.
You never know.
I mean, that's part of having two developing teams. Whichever one's on fire is the one. I mean, I hate to be that blunt about it, but whichever one comes out on fire is the one that's going to win.
If we win tomorrow, Daniel, you're going to have to be calling all the games. I hate to say it, but
oh Lord, Les, don't listen to that.
I was kidding.
Les, it is 100% your job. I'm just filling in for Wes tomorrow night, so you will hear my voice. You'll hear Jake's voice tomorrow night. I'll be on the call. Jake will be on the sideline, bringing you all the action from the sideline, and Matthew will be behind the camera doing all the production work. And
Brent Allen on color.
Yep, Brent Allen will be on color, and we'll have the whole team there. I'm looking forward to it, getting back on the call for Campbell County.
14-10 Campbell County is going to be your final score. That is my prediction. I'm calling the game. Well, I'm sideline reporting. You're calling the game. We're going to have a good time. See you guys tomorrow at 6:30 when the broadcast starts. This is Jake Miller Sports Talk right here on WLAF.